Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 004
Banana.
of the Keep the Horse Alive podcast featuring minions.
Kamala
Actually,
Harris and Mr. Papa John.
on this episode, we touch on many different topics such as the audacity of New York City landlords,
My aunt is in a cult.
why we're going to get down on the pickleball court,
Harris Dickinson is one of the Beatles and I'm thirsty.
and our fan cast for the new Hunger Games Haymitch prequel movie. Enjoy the episode. We can't wait to get into it with you.
I'm so sorry.
Hey. It's okay. I'm already recording, so no need to worry about that. So basically, let's hop right in.
Yes.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome to the Horses, episode 004. We're back.
We're so back. And did we just record this entire episode and forget to record it? Yeah, we did. Are we going to re-record it because we're girl bosses and the horse is telling us to?
Yes.
Yeah, we are. So where do we want to start? So I'm in New York right now, live from New York. It is Keep the Horse Alive podcast. Welcome. And so this morning, what did we? I went to an apartment viewing. Okay, 8 a.m. On my way on the subway. The subway is a 20-minute walk away. I set my alarm early. It is a Sunday, and I should be deep in slumber. So I text the guy. I say, "Hey, sir, I'm 5 minutes away. And I'll be there very, very shortly." He said, "Oh, no worries. Someone signed the lease yesterday, so we won't be having the viewing today." Oh, okay. Well, thank you for letting me know that yesterday when they signed it. Thank you for letting me know. So basically, New York City realtors, you are number one. I'm your op. You are number one on my list right now because that was so unnecessary. I could have been asleep. So I came home and I went back to sleep. And that was that. I do have some more viewing.
We hate New York realtors because they will absolutely schedule 3 tours after
at the same time. After somebody has signed the lease.
Yeah, as you're going through the application process and as you're like trying to talk to them, they're like, actually, we're showing the apartment to somebody tomorrow. You're like, oh, well, why did you ask me to submit my bank statements 30 times then?
Right. Why did you ask for my social security number if you knew I wasn't going to get this? Anyways, yeah, New York City, the realty scene is insane because if you don't have a budget of $8,000, you will be getting the shower next to the oven, the shower next to the stove.
When they say studio, they're not joking. It is the bonus room of a family townhouse, and you will very much see the rest of the 4 family members.
You will be walking out of that shower naked, and they will be having dinner.
Yeah, they will be
in the kitchen shower, in the kitchen bathroom.
Yeah, they'll definitely be asking you like, "Oh my gosh, how was last night? I heard you were listening to Mitski again 4 times in a row." Oh, you heard that? Yeah, we actually
you live upstairs, so yeah. You live upstairs in our $2,300 bonus room. So
right. How's our shower treating you? Some of the shower water is leaking into our kitchen. Like
some of the shower water got on my bagel and cream cheese while I was cooking this morning. Can you please just like maybe lower the water pressure while you're in there?
Yeah.
Insane stuff here in New York City, but I love it. I'm here for the Tribeca Film Festival, covering some stuff for Letterboxd. I got to meet some amazing people. I got to interview Ali Panku, who directed I Used to Be Funny, who it was so nice talking to her. The entire interview, I had no idea what to do with my hand. So I put it like this. The entire interview, I don't know what I was, but it's like this, the entire interview, just like
you're
I'm hugging it.
You're so American. You're ready
Why
to
is
do
that American?
the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh my God. Why am I low-key? Why do I low-key love America?
Yeah.
My country, 'tis of thee. I don't even know the Pledge of Allegiance.
Did she look at your Did she look at your hand at all, or was she just said it right?
No, she was like ready to go with her like movies. So she was kind of like referencing her phone, but afterwards we had a good conversation and I was not awkward and that was great. And to confirm that I was not awkward, she followed me on Instagram after because she loved my vibe so much. She could sense my aura was good. And basically we're best friends now. And Ali Panky, if you're watching this, definitely finance my lesbian crime screenplay.
Yeah.
And we were saying how Ali Panky is quite familiar with the horse.
Yes. It's very refreshing to hear somebody that's like directed a movie or people working within the industry talk about how difficult it is to actually get a movie produced, shot, and like make it happen. In a recent interview that I listened because I knew that you were gonna go to New York and you were gonna go see her.
And she was on Caleb's podcast, Caleb
Yeah, she was
Heron.
on Caleb's podcast. So she was talking about how that process was going through COVID, and on top of everything else, they had the SAG double strike, which was legendary, yes, but it delayed the movie even more, rightfully so, like for a good reason. But she started writing that, I think it was like
It's like,
2016,
yeah, it
2017.
was a long time ago.
Yeah. So it's crazy, but it's so nice to hear somebody be very honest about that and be like, yeah, like if you ever want to get into movie writing and stuff like that, she was just like, don't do it. It's
It's a
not
lot.
fun.
Yeah, no, it's a long process.
Yeah.
And we admire her for being so transparent in that
Yeah.
way.
She's real.
Also,
And
yeah,
it's Pride Month, so we support.
yeah, literally support lesbian filmmakers, period. The
Yeah.
lesbian Hollywood agenda. Always bringing it up because it's so relevant. It's so in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
And who else did I do? I did the red carpet for a movie, an animated movie called Boys Go to Jupiter. Julio Torres is in that. Who was in Problemista. Me and Nuey saw that together. Loved it. Who's in it? A bunch of people were in it. Grace Kolenschmidt, who's like literally the funniest person online, I think. Bunch of cool people were in it that I got to talk to pre and post interview because again, during the interview, I was most likely very awkward. Most likely my hand was in an awkward position, the one that was not holding the microphone.
Mhm.
And but the combos after were good. It was just cool. It's just cool being around people who like have similar goals and dreams and aspirations as you. And it's like, all right, this is kind of epic. And it's cool to have this opportunity. However, on my way there, oh, whoa, you were going to say something?
How do you feel about animated movies? Because I feel like they are kind of taking over a little bit. Not
Oh,
necessarily, they've always been a thing, but it's like funny to see how popular
how
they
big
are.
it. I don't know
Yeah.
why they're becoming so popular. I think just like more people maybe like getting on the like Studio Ghibli wave. Like I don't know, but like I love an animated movie
Yeah.
with a stacked voice cast. I love it. I love it. I love
Despicable
it.
Me. Hello.
I do love. I love the minions.
I know.
I
I
love those little
know.
Tic Tacs. They're so silly. I love when I like log on to Facebook once a month and like I see all those minion memes from my aunts and they're just so epic.
I got a minion for a gift one year, and I don't know where the minion is, but it very much was a huge part of my life.
Oh, I
So,
did too. I got it as a souvenir at Disney World. Me and my cousins and my brother and my sister, we all got matching minions. And those motherfuckers did not leave our side for a year straight. We were
yeah.
full grown children. Like I think I was 13 and I carried that bitch around with me everywhere. And that's probably why I didn't have many friends at the age of 13. So shit.
You were
On my
like,
way,
banana.
banana, Groot. Yeah, that's what I was like for sure. And on my way to this premiere, my Uber drove past a pickleball court. And as
As
you guys know, Nuey and I are very passionate about the climbing gym. Have we ever done the climbing gym? Have we ever climbed at the gym? No. But we're passionate about the people there. We're
right.
passionate about the beautiful people. And I was never on the pickleball wave because it's like, why are you being a pussy and not just playing tennis? Like, get in your challengers era, do the real thing. Why are you playing
Yeah.
pickleball? But when I drove past, I almost hopped out of the window of my Uber because the people on this court, y'all
So
can
fine.
pickle my ball. I mean, I don't, I,
It's a very popular thing now, which I did not expect, because you were saying that where does the name pickleball come from? Is it coming from being brined by the sweat of being
right.
outside? Is it come from,
Physically turning into a pickled product.
or is it coming from the heat that comes from me being in heat while I'm playing with the people that are playing pickleball?
Yeah.
is it the pickle that I'm going to eat after on my little lunch date
Right.
that I'm
Under the
having
tree
with
with the
everybody?
nice boy that you met playing pickleball.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about how iconic it's going to be when I
Meet Harris
acknowledge,
Dickinson
yes, because
on the pickleball court.
he definitely is somebody
Sounds
that would play. But I'm thinking about how I will probably wave hello to everybody around my age to the pickleball at the pickleball court and go straight to the elderly people that are questionably walking, and I will challenge them to a duel.
That's literally what happened in challengers, not challengers. You challenge. I feel like
I
the
will.
elderly, like they take pickleball serious as fuck.
Well,
Like
I'm
it's not
thinking
a
that,
joke to them. This isn't Tinder in real life. This is they're getting down.
yeah, I'm scared that they will absolutely demolish me because once people retire, it's like they are throwing themselves into the pickleball court and they will destroy me. But
Yeah, but here's the
I'm,
thing, like we will we will get into it and we will try to destroy them back.
yeah,
And it will become a battle.
I'm trying to Dunkin them, but like,
You're trying to Tashi dunk on them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, if I lose at pickleball to somebody that's older than me, by the way, I love old people. I know that it sounds like I'm setting out to destroy them.
Not you actually being ageist. Not us
Renee,
being canceled.
Renee Rapp, she's ageist as well, so that makes me feel less bad.
Okay. Well, I mean, North Carolina, it makes sense. We're a conservative state.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? If I lose to pickleball,
Conservatives
just
aren't even ageist. I don't know why I said that. Conservatives actually love old people, I feel, because they're like veterans,
oh, true.
maybe.
Real. If I lose to
Anyways,
pickleball, I will challenge them to like soccer, to every single sport
something
possible.
that they will definitely lose at.
Yeah. I'm taking them to the
Climbing
climbing.
gym.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Climb this
Literally.
fucking rock, grandma.
Like try beating me at this and it's literally like walking all of Manhattan. And like could you do that? No.
I walked, I think I walked like 15,000 steps yesterday. When I tell you, my groin and my ankles, for whatever reason, are in the worst pain today. Like walking to the subway this morning was treacherous for me. I thought I was going to have to stop and Uber the rest of the way to the subway because I'm not used to walking so much. 15,000
It's
steps. I walk 700 steps a day.
it's
Living in
horrible.
suburbia,
Tell me why when I'm on the plane home I'm always like so sore and I need to sleep for like 3 days and
yeah, it's
everybody
tiring.
all of my friends that live in New York, they're like, this is normal. And my friend is like, the apartment I'm looking at is right, like a 30-minute walk to hers. And she's like, oh, it's only 30 minutes of a walk. I'm like, who, unless I'm
Only
like sneakering up, like I have my shape ups on, like
like
my,
this is going to be like a workout.
yeah, it's
Like I'm
war.
ready. Yeah. Like if it's over 20 minutes, I might as well count it as like, okay, I worked out today.
Yeah. I'm thinking about taking a hoverboard to New York because I'm like, I might as well
For sure.
hover over there.
That's also economically efficient.
Yeah. Especially if I can charge it in the family home downstairs.
Yeah. Not next to the shower though, because that would probably be a hazard.
Oh, yeah.
Don't want to get like any water droplets on that hoverboard.
If I was your neighbor and you could hear me hovering around my apartment, would you
If you
check
were
up on me?
upstairs hovering, 3 a.m. Mitski playing the hoverboard
Just
going.
in circles, and I'm like with a glass of wine, just hovering in
Why is that
circles.
a hella vibe? Why do I want
Honestly,
to do that? Why do I want to do that right now?
and
After the
hovering,
landlord told me to go home.
I'm screaming. I'm
He's
screaming.
crazy. He's crazy for that one.
My aunt is in a freaking cult, and
Let's talk about it. Let's break that
yeah,
down.
last year I was invited to California, and when I was getting into it, it was like, oh, cute trip to California. I can't wait to go visit San Jose and also get to see San Francisco. Like this is so fun. Like spending family time with my aunt and my cousin. Like we never get to do this. So I was like, okay, I'll definitely go. And she's a very spiritual woman. She's like always in prayer. I'm like, okay, Buddhist queen. Like after going to school in the mountains, I'm like, all of my friends are kind of Buddhist. Like I guess
Right.
I'll ride with this. So we get there and all of a sudden, all she wants to do is go up to this temple. And I'm like checking all of the hiking websites, all of the Google reviews, everything looks closed. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It doesn't look like we're going to make it up there. And my aunt is pushing us. She's like, we have to go. We have to go. We have to go. And me and my cousin are looking at each other like, girl, this is a couple $1,000s down the drain. I'm so sorry, girl. Like,
wait, it was, you had to pay to get in?
No, it wasn't that we had to pay, but the flight was expensive.
Right.
And the Airbnb was super expensive as well. And I was like, I'm so sorry, girl, but let's make the most of it. Like, I'm thinking about all of the bars in San Fran that we're gonna be like topless at later. That was where my mind
like
set.
this sanctuary isn't our number one opportunity, our number one priority.
Yeah. And so we end up Ubering like 45 minutes away up an entire mountain to this place, this gated community. There's this huge gate with a sign slapped on top of it saying like this place is like closed, it's abandoned, it's unsafe. Like do not enter. And the Uber driver's like, girl, like, do you want me to take you somewhere where you're not stranded in the middle of the woods? This place looks like abandoned.
You might die. You might be killed. You might be murdered here.
Literally. And my aunt is like, we'll just get out. We'll just get out. So me and my aunt and my cousin are just waiting on the side of the road outside of this huge gate. And my aunt's like, I'm going to pray that somebody comes and opens the door, and somebody freaking does.
And she prayed to Kamala Harris, who is right behind you.
Literally my queen.
Hi, Kamala.
Hey, Vice President in the U.S. How are you doing?
Hey.
But somebody opens the door and they're literally hating. They're like, what are you doing up here? Like, where are you from? And my aunt speaks Vietnamese. The guy that approached us is like Vietnamese as well, but they have a different accent. So he thought that we were like completely foreigners because we're just from different areas. So he's like, you can't even speak Vietnamese. And we're like, no, we can. Like, but what are you saying?
So, we're just having different dialects. It's fine.
So they invite us up there and everybody's like freaking out, being like, what are you doing up here? Like you shouldn't be up here. Like, what are you doing? And I was like,
ask this crazy girl right here.
Yeah.
Ask my aunt.
Like, I don't know where we're at right now. But I'm like, okay, this is a Buddhist thing. Like, this is a chill spot. Like, oh my gosh, so exclusive. Like, are we at the Box in New York? I don't know.
Exactly. The Box, famously known as the number one spot to go to for rappers and the hip hoppers. That's where you were.
We get introduced to Vietnamese Jesus. We've been waiting like 8 hours for this guy to arrive, and it's literally Vietnamese Jesus. They're obsessed with him. He has a huge YouTube channel, which I'm assuming he's obsessed with the horse, and a whole social media team, like videographer, like crazy. Photographer. And I go because I'm curious. I go to check on his YouTube. Thousands and thousands of views. Like this guy is like famous, and not only that, but he's a billionaire tech lord. But they're like, he's the second coming.
It's giving it's giving like every Baptist evangelical church in the South.
No, but here's my thing. If you gave me $1 billion, like you would think I'm Beyonce. I would let you know that I'm.
Yeah, that is so true. Like I would be putting it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You would be like live stream watching my private jet flights to the next country over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
So this guy's giving a sermon. He's very much directing, not directing it towards me, but indirectly mentioning things that I would do or have things in common.
Right. So he hates the gays. He does not. He's not celebrating this June with us.
Yeah.
With Pride.
And everybody's just like obsessed with it. And he ends up blessing both me and my cousin because my aunt is like, oh, go up there. Like, you have to go up there. Like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And I'm like, okay, girl, he just spent like 40 minutes roasting me.
Right.
Like, I'm the roast Tom of Brady.
Nuey. The roast of Nuey. Kim Kardashian was going to get on that stage any second and join in.
Tell me why he had people like sing to him and like karaoke to him as well. It was very interesting.
So he had like groupies.
Yeah, no, very much so.
Vietnamese Jesus had groupies.
I have never seen a Birkin in person, but I've also never seen so many Birkins in my life.
But that's what I'm saying. That is what it's like to go to like singing churches in like the South. Like the preacher is wearing Gucci belt, Gucci head to toe, and they're like, Jesus lived in poverty. And meanwhile, they are up here like with their Birkin bags. On the side of the stage.
like when we entered the space, it was like, oh my gosh, they have chickens, like peacocks and all this stuff like that. Tell me why I'm seeing rows and rows of Teslas just pull up and like these nice freaking
It was
like
Kamala Harris
it was crazy.
and Joe Biden.
Yeah. But we would spend like 8 hours, 10 hours like up on that mountain, like back to back. And it was honestly the nicest experience ever because it was the best vegetarian food I've ever had.
Right.
And anywhere where there's free food and soda, like you can get me at. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The way to my heart is with free food.
Like a full belly and some nice
Yeah.
Diet Coke.
And
Sign me up.
it was so nice. But then I obviously ended up telling everybody in my family, being like, girl, like, let's start questioning.
Don't go back there. Yeah. Let's not go back there. Let's all cut contact with Auntie.
Yeah. But she ends up inviting me again this year. And then I'm telling her that I can't go. I'm completely excommunicated.
Pause. And what if you went and, you were excommunicated?
She is mad at me for not going. But I
was going to say, what if you went and made a YouTube video? What if you collab with Vietnamese Jesus? Get Vietnamese Jesus on the pod. He's the horse.
He would look at our channel art and be like, they believe in like dimensions or like 4D, like 5D stuff. Like it's
that's
like
cool as fuck, actually.
Yeah, it's new.
Why am I becoming a cult member of theirs?
They're very new age. Like I've never
I really like that.
Anybody from my community talk about something like that. But my cousins end up going and tell me why. They texted me afterwards being like, why didn't anybody tell us? Like, this is so crazy. Like, what's going on? I was like, I told you.
Guys, I warned you.
I literally warned you. But now we're all blessed by a billionaire. So
money's in the future. The bag is on its way. Period.
Beyonce era incoming.
Absolutely. Thank you to Vietnamese Jesus and Kamala Harris.
Literally.
Kamala Harris.
I think if they met Papa John, like they would also freak out as much as they met him.
Tell me why Papa John kind of invented just everything. Tell me why Papa John is Jesus.
Problematic Jesus.
Papa John, member of North Carolina. I made that up, but I feel like he was probably born in North Carolina.
He seems like a Texan to me.
Okay, that's true. Papa John seems like a motherfucker who would move to New York just to have somebody sign a lease and then have somebody come in to see the apartment that was just signed and tell them to go home.
Papa John would send you a pizza for the showing that's not happening,
but not gonna happen.
It's like 2 blocks away from what he sent you.
He's kind of heinous like that, but you gotta admire his drive.
Yeah. Papa. Speaking of people with a really good drive, Sabrina just dropped a new song called Please, Please, Please.
Loved it.
And Barry Cogan is in the video.
He for sure has a drive for Sabrina.
He does. And he looks like
a lesbian auntie. I just personally, like, the internet is thirsting over him and I don't understand it. I just don't see it.
Can I say something controversial?
Say it.
You're not going to like this, but I got in a very heated debate a couple years ago about Harry Styles.
Listen.
And I was saying that if he was an average, like you walked past him.
I know, but listen, it is not a British man's fault. Once they turn 25, their hairline starts getting back to here.
This wasn't even when that was happening.
That's wild.
This is
he was.
But it's like
a few years ago.
A British guy. Like back in the day when he was working at the bakery, like had you seen him at the bakery, I don't think anybody would have given him a second glance.
No, I would have thought he was very cute.
But because he can sing, right?
No, he's charming and cute. Maybe
because he can
I don't know.
Sing.
Well, that's the thing. Like living in France, every single guy looked like Timothée Chalamet. It was kind of like, well, he's not really any different from any of these guys. But he's Timothée Chalamet.
I have offloaded from the Timothée Chalamet train.
I think once he started dating Kylie Jenner, a lot of people fell off. But I'm still in it for the long run. I'm waiting for him, and whenever he's ready, come back to me, baby.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting on the pickleball court in New York.
I was there for him and Lily Rose, and I'll be back when it's you and
Need
him.
them to make a comeback. Lily Rose Depp. Yeah. But anyway, Sabrina's new song, so good.
Absolute
music
banger.
video, so good.
Absolutely.
Loved it.
I'm obsessed with this new era that she's in. I don't know if it's her touring with Taylor that's really doing it for me. Like that's like made her step up her game or something like that. But honestly, she's always had really great music videos ever since The Dog with the Blog.
She's putting that Dog with the Blog money to work. She's investing for a fruitful future, and we see that.
And the dog is very much writing those checks, and I know
he's in cahoots with the horse for sure.
Absolutely.
They are hoof and paw plotting for Sabrina to be #1 pop girly in the world. And us #1 podcast in the world, even though we're #1 podcast already. So thank you to Dog with the Blog, I guess.
It's crazy that it's worldwide and we don't have any subtitles. People are just tuning in for our energy.
I'm assuming 75% of them don't even understand what we're saying because they're from other countries, unless they're bilingual. But yeah, they just sense our aura. And they're like, wow, these two have just beautiful vibes and energy.
And they're obsessed with Harris Dickinson.
Yes. Speaking of Harris Dickinson, meet me on the pickleball court. Harris Dickinson, famously in Triangle of Sadness with Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson, who famously played Haymitch in the Hunger Games. Cue up the Hunger Games theme song, everybody. Cue it up.
Welcome to the 74th Hunger Games. It's me, Papa John,
and it is me, Kamala Harris. You came out of a coconut tree. Not the coconut tree. Here we have Nuey, member of District 13.
I am from the underground of Las Vegas, and I'm with the mole people making maybe it's me, maybe it's Maybelline commercials. I'm down there shooting content for Set Active. I don't know.
For Mary Kay.
Mary Kay, yes.
You're working towards that free Cadillac.
Yeah.
That free pink Cadillac.
The District 13 girlies, they're people who went to theater school. They are the girls that are singing at the New York restaurants.
Right.
And working on Broadway part-time.
And also the gay people, the Capitol Public Gay People Underground with District 13.
They put the JoJo Siwas at the Capitol. They kept us esoteric girlies underground so that we could procreate.
Yeah. You will create a theater troupe with your procreation.
We're on our iPad signed into Procreate, actually.
You're designing, like you're behind the design of the next arena, maybe. Yeah. You're in cahoots with the Capitol, perhaps.
Were you there when
Where were you on January 6th in the Hunger Games?
I was Capitol. Stealing bread from the bakery with PETA.
With PETA. Okay. I was in a train car with young Haymitch doing something.
How do we feel about the casting for the movie?
Yeah, so I'm very prepared. And because we already filmed this whole podcast, you do know what is upcoming, but the audience, however, does not. Upcoming are my fan casts for young Haymitch. First up, we have Sue Sylvester, played by Jane Lynch. Ma'am, your bop is fire. Because look at that. Because she would obliterate that arena with one single look.
Give her a trident and she could literally do what that guy did in the other movie. Like
literally, she would like blow up the arena, the electric. She would call out the Quinn Fabray.
And she would call in like Fiji water.
The Cheerios. Yeah, like they would send her water from like the little parachutes, and she would send it back. She would say, "This is not Fiji.
Yeah,
this is Dasani."
Literally.
Okay. Next up, we have, let's see. Yeah, we have Raven-Symoné with this particular haircut because I think Haymitch would rock a fade, and I think Raven-Symoné's facial expressions when she acts could definitely portray the trials and tribulations that Haymitch probably went through. Next up, continue.
Can Can you imagine a That's So Raven Hunger Games crossover where like she wins because she can
She
see the
would win,
future?
period.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I forgot That's So Raven was psychic.
Yeah.
Why
Like
was she so crazy for that?
she's rolling around, like running through the dirt, and she's like, I think I see PETA somewhere.
I think yeah, he painted himself. Cut to PETA.
That's a Raven, Titanic, and Hunger Games crossover.
And Little Women and Dune and Challengers all mixed
Oh,
into one. Oh, Tashi Duncan in the arena?
she.
Yeah.
We need Zendaya in Hunger Games. I don't know where or
Well, my next
how.
fan cast actually is Zendaya with that bob, with that haircut. Because yeah, we need her. I don't know
She
what character she would play.
I feel like I want to say she's in the Capitol,
She's
but
with Hunter Schafer. No. She's with Hunter Schafer
she's,
on Hunter Schafer's side because Hunter Schafer was
yeah.
good, but she was still a capital. She was a nepotism baby. And Zendaya would also be that.
I think her and Law Roach like doing the styling too would really.
Duh. Yeah. I said this in a letterbox review like so long ago that Law Roach and Zendaya were no Katniss and what's his name? The guy who's played by Lenny
Ale?
Kravitz. No, the guy
No.
Lenny
Oh,
Kravitz, like her style,
Senna.
Senna. They were the original Law and Zendaya.
Absolutely.
It took me 5 minutes to get to that one point. So that's awesome. Anyways, next up in our fan cast, we have 20. I think this was I would say 28, 2008. Niall Horan in One Direction X Factor days. Just really, I think he would capture the young innocence that Haymitch may have held, and I like that.
Why does he look like a surfer in that? Like, is there
Well,
surfing in
because maybe he
Ireland?
was. That's something we'll have to ask Harris Dickinson. Is
Can
Harris
we talk?
Dickinson Irish?
Can we talk about the things that went down in that X Factor house?
They definitely explored each other's bodies.
Yeah, absolutely. But the amount of awful covers that came out of it, like
Oh no,
legendary.
because I hear the ooh, like that was actually frightening how they made it that far.
Yeah. But
Um,
everything was worth it for that. I forget what Coldplay song that they covered, but iconic.
I think that's the one I was singing. I was singing really well. And
Ooh,
yeah, that's one. Oh, wait. No. I don't know. Last up, well, we have two left, I believe. We have
our
Jojo
icon.
Siwa, our icon. Capital
She,
member of the lumberjack
yeah,
district. She's definitely chopping some lumber. She's definitely chucking lumber at her competitors, singing Karma's a bitch.
her weapon of choice is an axe, unfortunately.
Yeah, I see that. I can see that. And is she winning the Hunger Games? Would I want Jojo Siwa on my team?
Yes. I would
I think I might.
honestly. Oh, well, I think we would spend a lot of time choreographing like what we're gonna do.
Yeah, the whole like
Yeah.
it would be kind of like a musical number,
Yeah.
but we would win.
Yeah.
The theatrics of it all. It'd be
Karma's
great.
a bitch. I
I
should have
should
known
literally her
better.
when she gets drafted by Effie.
As somebody shooting arrows at both of us, we're like, karma's three, two.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh my God, welcome back to the Hunger Games. This is JoJo
Yeah.
Siwa. She'd live
Literally.
stream. She would live stream, get so many fans, and then get all that free stuff
Yeah.
parachuted to her.
Literally.
And last up, this is so serious. This is so epically serious. We have Harris Dickinson because not only does he look like a young Woody Harrelson, in my opinion, but there will be, if I was seated in that theater, the cleanup on aisle whatever. Oh guys. Oh guys.
That picture is also just so crazy. That is the type of picture that I want to receive when I'm like, oh my gosh, I just got done at the doctor's office.
Oh my God, I
And
just got drafted into the Hunger Games.
he's like, oh my gosh, like that's so chill. Like I'm walking right now.
Haha, damn, don't be sick.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, I hope it's not chlamydia. Haha. Ooh.
On my way over. Yeah. He's crazy for that picture. He's crazy for all the pictures I've seen of him on the internet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one professional picture of that man. It's just all like horror.
It's weird that he just did a product campaign, but he looks so much better, like in normal clothes and in like.
Can't look away.
Yeah. Oh my
He's so
gosh.
good. He's so good. Would definitely want him on my Hunger Games team. He would actually die within the first 2 minutes, but unless he's playing young Haymitch, then storyline wise, he would have to win.
I'm not going to the Cornucopia. I'm going to jump off my platform and I'm going to hold hands with him.
Yeah. We're gonna like frolic into the wilderness together, and we're gonna build a nice little house and have nice little kids, and we're gonna collect food, and we're gonna harvest, and we're just gonna have and everyone else is gonna just be like killing each other, and we're just gonna be there like living life, being happy.
Everybody's anxious on that platform as the clock's ticking down, but I'm twerking in
his direction. Literally like cannot wait to get to Harris. Insane. Not you twerking on the Cornucopia. Me when I'm in the Hunger Games.
I literally would. And I would everybody would be like starving and I'd be getting so much gifts.
So many gifts from the Capitol. Because we all know that the men in the Capitol are probably a little bit.
I would be barefoot. They would try to send me shoes and I'd just be completely barefoot the whole time.
Yeah, they would be in a hypnotic state. For sure. Little freaks up there in the Capitol. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so yeah. Hunger Games also famously filmed in North Carolina, home of Us, home of Renee Rapp.
Are you excited for Harris Dickinson's Beatles movie?
Oh, the one with Paul Mescal. Yes, I am. I'm so excited, solely just for them too. Yeah. Beatles. Sorry, guys. I can name 2 songs by you. Help, I Need Somebody. And that's because it was in Cheaper by the Dozen. And what do they sing? Blackbird Singing in the Dead of Night. Is that Beatles? Blackbird. Yeah, I'm not sure. Idea. Not a big Beatles girl, but Paul Mescal, yeah. I'm a Paul Mescal girl. Harris Dickinson, yes, ma'am.
Is it embarrassing to not like the Beatles? Because I have like tried to talk myself into
because I feel like, have you listened to Brat by Charli XCX? What the Beatles were doing was not revolutionary. It was just because they were, maybe that goes back to your British guy theory. Like maybe American women just like Harry Styles because he did have a British accent and he could sing. So that's why everybody was so obsessed with the Beatles, because they just had British accents and they could sing.
I get it now, but I'm like, right. I wish that I could see past it, right?
Yeah. I don't. And I never will.
And like, you can't tell me that people were thirsting over like John Lennon in the same way that they were to have them be compared so heavily to One Direction. It's like, were y'all thirsting the same way the Directioners were over?
I think they were. I've seen videos of like the fans.
Was everyone blind? Like,
were they what? Blonde?
No, were they blind? Like, I don't know.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, have you ever seen a Beatles member?
No.
Guys.
You can't thirst trap. You can't make a thirst edit of the Beatles.
No.
Yeah. But you can to a BRAT Charli XCX song.
Maybe if a Beatle was edited to a Charli. Actually, no, that would probably make me not like the song. But anyways, yeah, BRAT by Charli XCX. Anthem after anthem of the summer. It's a Brat girl summer.
Yeah.
365. What is it? Romance is everywhere. Oh.
Guys. I fear that we're gonna need to go to the sweat tour. Charli, please sponsor us. Like, we're girls just like you.
Yeah.
I want to go. And I just saw Troye Sivan's Primavera sound, like, for his.
It was kind of great.
It was
kind of great.
So good. He
put on a performance.
Yeah, like the amount of like costumes and choreo. Like, I fear that I know that the tickets will be like up there with the shower in the apartment next to the kitchen level.
Yeah.
But I will be watching from afar. Unless you can get us a sweet Mr. Troye Sivan.
Troye Sivan, if you're listening, I'll be contacting Kamala Harris to get it to pull some strings for us.
Could you imagine if the White House got us tickets to the sweat tour?
Well, I was I don't know where you were on January 6th, but I was making good connections up there.
You were sending emails from
the Capitol. Yeah, I was. And that's why I'm going to win the Hunger Games, because I know how to make connections, whether they're true or not.
Real.
Yeah. It's all about the politics. That's what they say. That's what they say in the game. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm blacking out because at this point we've been podcasting for like 2.5 hours.
No, I know.
One of my eyes is twitching
so
is
crazy. Mine.
It's literally
twitching.
It's like crazy wild.
Are we dying?
Why are our periods sinking right now?
Does your eye twitch when your period is?
Maybe. Actually, that would check out.
Same.
Conspiracy theory. Okay. Banana. Group. Yeah. Well, yes. Please comment below if your eye twitches when you're on your period.
Ray just dropped her new song,
Genesis.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the music video
for it?
No,
I haven't yet. I told you, I have to be in like the perfect state of mind to listen to or watch a new music video or album of like somebody I admire so much. I can't be like on the subway.
It's 7 minutes long and it's very glorious. And I'm really proud of her and where the lengths that she's gone through, because you could tell how much thought that she put into the video. It's so good.
God, I need to watch it. I actually will probably be doing that after this. My 21st Century Blues was like album of the year. So
I fear.
Also, member of like, she's very familiar with the horse, because like people like her and Victoria Monet, they've been in the scene for so long, and to like just this past year, both of them get like awards and be recognized as like new artists. They're not new, baby. They've been in the scene. And like, it's funny how people are like, oh my God, like they just got on this, like they just showed up and now they're winning awards. No, they've been out here grinding. They've been out here grinding with Kamala and the horse.
It makes me sad the amount of like pressure that she had to put on her label just to be released from them, and for the label to not have that same amount of like trust and faith in what she could do, because they just wanted to keep her as a dance pop like artist.
Yeah, well, good, because look at what she's like creating now. Yeah. You can't really trust, like, I've never heard a good thing about a management company in any facets of like the entertainment industry. Yeah. Even YouTube. Like I've been with a management company before and they are sleazy. Like, guys, you're not even making any money off of me. Why? What are you stealing?
Yeah, and they want to do such. We've talked about the horse before because people have loved us talking about the horse a little bit, but it's crazy the amount of like low risk as possible that management or Hollywood producers and executives want to take when it comes to actually putting out art, where that's like our life. That's like what we want to do.
The people don't want low risk. Yeah. Like, we love Ray because it's something so different than anything else.
Which is the point of the industry, but the industry keeps being like, we need more pop girls. We need to, if say for example, like Dua Lipa's doing really well, like we need 3 Dua Lipas on our label, and that's just like not how the world works, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm scared to see how many Sabrina Carpenters we get after this era, because
I'm frightened because I was not a fan until kind of like Espresso, just because it was so catchy. And then I like went back and listened to her discography and I was like, okay, wait, she's kind of like, she is a pop girly, like she's eating, but like I don't want another. I'm fine with just that. I'm fine with just her.
Yeah, I'm good with one pop girly with curtain bangs.
Like, yeah,
I'm okay.
Who's with like that. 4'2".
Yeah,
she's cute. I could like hold her in my little hand. I love her.
Yeah, maybe the only one that made it through the horse process and still was able to be like a little bit herself with the little horny extra. Yeah, I mean Zendaya is still pretty clean.
Zendaya, have you ever heard her song Replay? She's in Heat in that song.
Is she?
She's in Heat. You have to listen to it after this podcast.
My favorite song from that era is something XOX with the Bella Thorne, the one
be my BFF, because IDK was coming next, and it'd be LMAO with the rest.
TTYLXOX.
Period.
Yes.
Thank you for your contributions to society, Bella Thorne.
Yeah. She really did. She's making a comeback too, which
I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'm sure she's familiar with my aunt in some sense of the word as
Yes.
well.
Yeah, she is definitely being a guest on Vietnamese Jesus's YouTube channel weekly.
Could you imagine if he kind of like took over the industry?
He
Like if
became Mr. Beast. He's the next Mr. Beast. Vietnamese Jesus is the next Mr. Beast.
I would tune in, honestly. I would.
I would ask him to be on this podcast. I'm once again mentioning that. Come on the pod. Don't be scared.
He would host the Hunger Games. Unfortunately, it's
not I feel like he would host it, or he would be like he would be Stanley Tucci's character. He would have just so much fun, like with the theatrics of it.
He would.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Vietnamese Jesus, if you're out there, definitely rate this episode and this podcast 5 stars on Apple and Spotify, and like and subscribe. And that goes to not only Vietnamese Jesus, but all of you little horses. Put your hooves up, guys.
Also, for all of our Vietnamese horses and all of our lovely American horses, just in general, make sure to subscribe. We're growing and we're going to become, I don't know what a pack of horses is called, but one of these days we're
a herd.
A herd.
A herd. Guys, not us having a little herd. That's our family.
We'll have a herd soon, and we'll be able to take over like beaches, mountaintops, and hopefully the sweat tour as well.
Hopefully, like underground, the District 13 will take over. And we're just super excited for horse world domination.
And thank you for all of our
in an ethical way
that have already joined the herd. Like our herd is only growing.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of beautiful stallions.
We want our Despicable Me minion army.
Rise up. Banana. Literally, banana. We are Gru and you are our minions. And with that, I think I'm going to take a nap.
The horse is Gru and we are the minion. But thank you for watching our 4th episode. Stay tuned and keep in touch with us on TikTok and Instagram. The links for that are below. And have a wonderful afternoon. We're both going to take our beautiful, gorgeous girl naps. Banana.
Banana, banana. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye.